Okay, so before I ran out of token, perfectly for lunch. And now let's resume. I just say, okay, it was compacting, but it looks like the compacting was actually finished. Actually, probably load, let's finish the current call, I think. I don't know. Probably a call either succeeds or fail entirely. I don't know when the token finish. Um, So yeah, I was going to refactor this to use the DAO rather than row calls spread into the handler. So that's why here is failing because it was in the mid of this refactoring, in the midst. So let's move on. Okay. So here what we have. Maybe it's easier to follow the PR afterwards, but yeah, no, I think yeah, remove Firestore. That's great because it means that now we are solely usually using the DAO and not Firestore directly. Timestamp class is still there, which makes sense because we use it. I don't like the style of import. Mm, mm. It's fine. Actually, it's a backend function. Actually, maybe it's a good idea. So we have a namespace. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if it was front-end code, probably not a good idea, but back-end code. And see how much nicer is the code. Now it's more readable. Find conversation by Slack thread ID. Okay. And we get the thread TS. What the heck is a TS? Let me write that down because I'm not sure that TS, I don't know what that means. It doesn't look like an ID. Maybe it is. Is like I put it down a note to check it later. Then, if not conversation, okay, no conversation found. In theory, that should not be possible. FCM notification to user. FCM. I don't know what's FCM. Let's say notice. Update conversation. Okay. And message conversation. So nice. Nice. Because otherwise, yeah, we have to create a message ref and then set. So this creates a new record. But now this is much more expressive. Okay, let's go on. Okay, we started using the new session for hour and a half. And yeah, we basically didn't use anything yet. Good. Build. So we're gonna try to commit and push, check, and then we have to test. So good. Then we have to test it with two phones to see that the communication doesn't leak to each other. Or a phone and emulator. But I do have two phones, yeah. Would like to buy one more. Yep, it's okay. So let me see if I have a Claude MD here. No, I don't, yeah. I have a Gemini. Yeah, maybe I'll ask to do that. Repurposing the Gemini MD. I don't think I will use Gemini. we see Claude's much better. But next month can be different. Who knows? But for now, Claude is much better. But then, if it is, I will ask to rename all the Claude to be Gemini or whatever the new model is, not GPT. GPT. Okay, so let's see commit and push first. And it's so nice to speak natural language. I have an alias for commit and push, but it's easier to say commit and push, even though the alias is shorter. Already commit and push, okay. Uh, okay, so let's check this build first. We want to make sure it builds before we do anything else. And also, oh, that failed already. There you go. Well, it's just a small thing, eh? Formatting looks like. Okay, okay. npm run format, commit and push. There is also max line. That's probably gonna still fail. Line 68 in Slack webhooks. Okay, let's go check it now. 60. What was the issue here? It's too long? No. No, it was too long. Now it's already been formatted. Okay. So that should be fine. Where is it? I got a message. That should be fine. Okay. Fail again. See what's the problem. Timestamp. Defined but never used. Okay. Support DAO. Okay, don't need it. Okay. Go. Good, good, good. Come in and push. See if this time it builds. Okay, let's ask the question now while we wait for the next build. Not starting yet. Come on. All right. 424 workflow runs. Okay, it's a bit. That's a lot. That's a good number. Let me think. Yeah. Okay. Two things I want to ask. One is less. Both projects. Both projects. Oh man, this is not Claude. All right. Change committed. Let this commit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Both projects. Um, budget pilot web and the budget pilot app have Gemini MD files. Some folders have Claude MD files. Can you put info from Gemini files into Claude files? But also keeping things short, removing things that are duplicated, and or not necessary? Not strictly necessary. Okay. Also create CloudMD file, MD file in the top folder with the relevant info, maybe saying about the two projects and where are cloud functions, and also the info about commit and PR messages style should be in this top CloudMD. Then I have a follow-up question, well, I guess it's getting a little too long, maybe, but I will do it anyway. Now, these two projects are separate repos. The TypeScript one or the web one is basically a TypeScript monorepo with backend functions, front end is Svelte, and 5, it's not very specific, and what else? And the shared folder, share between front end and back end. The Flutter app in budget Pilot app is a separate repo. Now, I was thinking if they should be a single repo altogether. I'm a bit concerned that I don't want, let's say this, I don't want to run Flutter E2E tests if only the web folder was modified. Well, I think that's possible. Any suggestion? Shall I keep the current, not deep, but keep the current state, or go monorepo, go full monorepo, or are the pros and cons? And also bringing this to the extreme, should the monorepo contain for the projects for new apps and companion websites in the future? Well, that's crazy. But yeah, I want to see what's the opinion there. Okay, that's it to do. Find all the Gemini. Only one? No, there's more than one. Okay, it's finding more. Cool. Don't know if I told that I want to delete the Gemini. I can tell later. Monorepo recommendation. Okay, okay. Budget buyers, perfect, 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 perfect. You like it. I like it. So now we have it's important, to do these little touches because it will make things easier in the future. Um, Code MD. Okay. Nice, nice and short. I like it. I like it. Where are we here? Budget pile web. So that was the one before. Wait, I'm confused. I'm confused. Yeah, it's the same. Maybe I was thinking this is the final version. Who knows? Che carina. Nice and short. But this is truncated. It's actually much longer. It showed me only a part. I was like, oh, nice and short, nice and short. I think it showed me only some part of it. Monorepo recommendation. See, that's the opinion there. I got a bit extreme in the questions. Okay. Ooh, there you go. Keep separate repositories for now with potential future consolidation. Independent CI/CD. Different deployment cycle. Yep. Team boundaries, not really. Release dependencies. Yeah. I thought we can do a conditional pipeline. I think that is missing the point. Mhm. Medium term, frequency model change, long term, future apps. Then you need crazy tools. So you make your life more difficult. Just keep it simple. Yeah. I saw that I want to ask that anyway. The abstraction pipeline could be conditional to what part of the repo is modified. I think it's definitely possible. Don't know how, but I think it's definitely. Oh well, you can script it with Git. Just do a grep for the director name and next to burrito. Okay, after that we move on. Yeah? Yes, yes. You're absolutely correct. GitHub action can be conditional based on which part of the repo will be modified using pass field. Does this significant change modify recommendation? Once you dig a little bit, my God. Updated recommendation, go with the monorepo. Exactly the opposite. Path triggers that would solve the CI efficiency concern. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay, I won't do it now anyway. It was just something to consider for the future. Yeah. But just this is too flimsy. You can get AI tell whatever you want. Okay, close all. Let's see a second. Are we are? Ah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Okay, I will consider for the future. For now, it's okay. If you migrated Gemini MD files, can you delete them and then commit the lot? Why do I need something to speak into when typing is fast if you just know how to type and it's more accurate? Okay, delete all Gemini files. Go for it. Go. Keep it clean, man. What you said about my nothing, no comment. That's fair. And I commit. Oh yeah, there is no. We just talk about it now, repo, and now it's time to commit a root folder. Okay, but you know what's amazing that it does the wrong things and then auto self-correct. That's amazing. It's not much about doing right the first time, but it's this self-correcting loop that is really, really good. Oof. The only problem is that I didn't have a branch on the other. Did I? Hold on. So this is a web. Let's create a web because we have a branch here. Yeah, let me. I don't. Yeah, it's so confusing because they have the same color, so that's why I was black on black. No, not a good look. Is there a way to let's change the appearance? Check for updates. Why not? Is there a way to have some kind of border? I guess I'm just wasting my time now. Profile, open profiles. I think that's where it is. Login shell, edit profile, appearance, theme regular, tab bar location top, status bar location top. What if we put the tab bar at the bottom? Then we would, or the status bar at the bottom. Then it would give me this visual. What is the status bar? Is this title bar? But I don't see any change. To do apply or something? No change. I put light, no change. Missing something, yeah, missing something. Edit session. follow this set. Let's do this. Just because, yeah, I'm not. Oh, it's too bright. Yeah, we can have something. I want something that has contrast with visual code. Try again. Oh, we got edit session. Is this changing only the current terminal or all of them? No, just the current. So that's not helping very much. Oh God. Never mind. That's wasting time. So we got the web one, which is fully committed. Okay, and we'll check if it builds. And then dev budget pilot and on the app. Ah, yeah, yeah. I'm in a branch and it's committed. Okay. Don't know if it's push or not, but we figure out. So here, yeah, it built. Guess it's the time to get give a look first. Okay, this is DAO. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So now we have to test. Let me finish the review. I don't think to find anything in particular, but it's better have a look. The voice is defined where? Yeah. Why is it defined there? We need it. That's weird. Okay, let's have a look. So this is this support DAO. And we are looking at conversation doc ID. No result. Send support message. Okay. Okay, defining here at the top. Let's see why. No, I don't understand. Why is this using? Putting to be the same. So this conversation is used only there. So wait a second. Let me try. If I remove this, I will go back and I put it here. Aha. Yeah, it's created in the other branch. Oh, that makes sense. I understand why it's there. What about this toggle? Ah, it's also used in both sides. Mm. So conversation ID, is this a constant? It comes from somewhere? Yeah, it's a constant. Okay. Right, I had two questions. One of them was this. Ah, what is this doing? Yeah, push. Okay. Oh, so I didn't check the. If it's not pushed, maybe tests are failing. Okay, we'll see. Was I did press enter, I thought, but probably I didn't. No, no, but this is about the cloud files and MD files. So no, no problem, no problem. This will not make the test fail. No upstream branch. Okay. Let's make another nice color. Some yellow. It becomes kind of brown when it's not clicked. Okay, great. All right, so this this might be a stupid question, but I never remember acronyms. I read this comment. What is FCM? Firebase Cloud Man. Okay, who knew? My God. Ah, user send support message to info stores. Send push notification. Yeah. Uh, I see. I see. Okay. And the other one, and here, what is thread TS? Why is it called TS? Didn't give context about the file. Maybe should be part of the context. Timestamp, not TypeScript. Yeah. Mm, okay. So let's see if they actually built. Yeah, for sure, because now we just changed the documentation. Okay, I gotta shut up. I think because also MD files can fail. Yep. Yeah, Cloud MD. Okay, let's try to just apply formatting. npm format. No, no, let's not use it here. npm format. npm format. What happened? What in which folder? Budget file web. Unknown command format. So we had that only in the subfolder. Let's check packages. Yeah, yeah, we do. Oh, npm run format. npm run format. Okay. Right. Git command push. See if that builds already, or we did need some manual intervention. Not yet running. Here you go. Running. Okay. Oh, we have to deploy. So we go to functions. So I will npm run deploy. I will just wait to see the successful build before hitting enter. Okay, so if this test pass, which I hope they would, let's run the deploy. Let's wait a second. Let's wait a second. Oh, hi, Kirsby. How you doing? Nice to meet you, mate. Let's see if the test pass. Then, if they do, yes. Okay, let's run the deploy to Firebase. And while it's doing that, because it will take a few minutes, I'm gonna say, okay, now the deployment is in progress. I'm okay. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm struggling with this Flutter application and now trying to do the in-app support chat. The deployment is in progress, and what is the test plan for this chat POC, proof of concept? I do some Flutter as well. Okay, that's great. What kind of app are you working on? Are you doing Android and iOS or what? Theory, Flutter can do also web, Mac, Windows, but I guess most of the people just use for Android, iOS. Is that right? Okay, let's see. Ooh. What a big plan. Uh, I think is the. You know what? It would be nice if there was a line between. Maybe I can add it in my. There you go. I can add the line myself because sometimes I get lost. Currently, NON unknown, but I want to make one soon. Not working on the app. I think I kind of want to learn the theme system and permissions. Yeah, for like the theming, yeah, is something I'm not too strong on. I'm kind of using it partially, but not too strong in theming. Yeah, and also because I've always been a backend developer. This is kind of my kind of first front end endeavor of my life. Okay, yep. So we just have to wait for the deployment is finished. Wants to not finish. He wants to delete a function. Yes, delete it because it's phased out. Okay. Then we need to go. I know. Yeah, we need to wait. Or I open a new shell, and I go to budget dev budget file budget file web function. So this is a Firebase function. And here I can run npm run. Is outside the screen. There you go. npm run shell, which is the Firebase function shell. And will take a second. This is fairly quick. There you go, ready. So deployment still happening, but while this is happening, I start to copy the test message. I so let's ask, can you make the example call for that suited for the shell? So something like wrapped in an object with data property. Okay, sorry, I'm reading now. What kind of permission do you mean? Do you mean the permission like Android permission? What kind of permission are you thinking about? I'm not sure. try find AI website for, yeah, sure, yeah, that helps. So if you mean the Android permission, then you go in the Android manifest. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. You just go in the, this is not even the web project. I need to, the Flutter project. This is the web project. I have to open folder up, or I open the parent folder. Okay, so I have both. Okay, here you go. Trust. So I have both projects. In the app project, then specific for Android, there is the Android folder somewhere. There you go. Then app, I think. Yeah, source, main, Android manifest. And here you specify the permissions. For example, here I have access net. Oops. Gone. Access network state billing for ground service, accounts, internet, wake log. Yeah, I think you can add here. Let's see if there is autocomplete or not. I'm gonna say dot. There you go. Not sure it's a good autocomplete. No, I don't know. But I guess we can find them. Yeah, it just says simple. You just add the line there. That's it. Yeah, there is find location.
Kirby's planet is now following.
How do you access it in Flutter? No, so basically, that's the thing that is confusing about Flutter, because it looks like normally you write your code in Flutter, you write your code in the lib folder, right? And that's the only thing you change normally, and all the rest is kind of generated, except it's not. You can still edit things by hand also in the other folders. So in Android folder, you can edit by hand. You just edit directly this file. It's not pretty, but that's what you do. And then here you can add other stuff. For example, I added the fast lane thing. Fast lane is for the build, to be able to deploy to Play Store automatically. So yeah, it's not that you only use the lib folder. You can also go in specific iOS folder or Android folder. All right. So then in the meantime, my deployment should be finished for sure. There you go, finished. Now I asked to have a better, yep, a better message. There you go. So I can just copy and paste. All right. So I want to go to um, Firestore, which is the database. I want to. These are the legacy tables that they were. I just use them now, but I decided to rename to just support, so I can delete this collection to keep it clean. Support. I type the name, right? Support conversations. If I can type, okay. Delete and support messages. Delete. Okay. So now, if this works, it will create a new collection called support, and not anymore a collection um, for the messages, because that will be a sub collection. Let's try. So I go in the shell emulator here, uh, here, and paste that. Okay. Ooh. Haha. Man, that's still not right. There is no data wrapping. Okay. I also told hey, this is still not right. Right. It should be wrapped like this. Data, the column. So, so remember, this is on call. In chat app or notification? Yeah, and it's in chat app. So basically, what I want is that if someone sends a chat, it goes to Slack, it opens a new thread in Slack, and then if I reply in the thread, the only that user should get the message. Then in theory, that should also work with a notification, but it's kind of the next step, not phase two, not phase one. The notification will be more complicated from what I understand. All right, so let's see if it. No, man, no. No, this is not true. Okay, that is not true. Uh, It's incredible when the AI like thinks, oh no, it's right, and then it's gonna paste that, mate. I told you, man. Just add the freaking data property. No, no, no. You're off. We are in an emulator, and as I told you, it should be wrapped in a data property. Just do it, and I will show you the output. Try fine, maybe it will help you. Let's find I don't know it. Okay, thanks. Okay, one more tool, yeah. Ah, all right, so there you go. Let's see. You're right. Let me format correct with the wrap. Oh my God, that's the correct format. Okay, so let's go. Stand off with the AI. Okay, this time it worked. Oh, see what happened. We got some logger, created conversation, added message, and updated message, a message sent to Slack for user anonymous. So I should get, that's a thread. This is the second one. Yep. Oops, it's outside the screen. Yeah? That's the second one just received. So I go here, go thread. Okay. So, okay. So let's go back to Claude and say, okay, this time it worked and I got the message in Slack. What's next? And I replied. Actually, let's check Firebase first. So we should have the new collection, reload the page, the collection called support. support should have a sub collection for messages. There you go, support. Okay, that's the idea of the conversation. Sub collection for messages with one message. Test message from user. Okay. Now let's reply. Let's say, hey, what do you want? I know it's not polite, but it's just a test. Enter your prompt here. Yeah, I know, but you know, this is Cloud Code, and it's the best. Cloud Code is the best tool. You know, is a paid tool. Okay, I got. Hey, what do you want? And now I got a message here. Hey, what do you want? Okay, working. So this time it worked. I got a message in Slack, and I replied in the thread, and then checked in Firestore and everything, and I found both messages in the same conversation. What's next for this test? You know Cloud Code from Anthropic? Cloud Code. No, this one, not that one, not that one. Yes, this one. So you can use, you know, Cursor or Windsurf or even VS Code with the extensions, but I prefer the terminal because, you know, you can have a much bigger size window. It works better for me. Can have the conversation. It's not necessarily always about code. It's more like sometimes it's about code. Most of the time it's about code, but many times it's about the back and forth conversation. Okay, let's see. Excellent. The core functionality is working perfectly. Let's complete this test plan. Next, test run. Follow up message in the same conversation. All right. So this conversation ID is this one, I suppose. Ooh. Uh, wait. It's this one. That should be the conversation ID. How can I copy like that? Okay. Okay, so let's try to figure that out. I'm going to, there's a conversation ID. This is the message that I have to send. I need to change the conversation ID. And now, in this second test, I should have Slack here. And I send this with the function. Okay. And you should get here in Slack. Yep. This is a follow up message from the same user. Great. Edge case validation, test empty message. Empty message should be rejected. Okay, 400, cool. Then another edge case validation is long message. So this is 2001 character. The message is limited to 2000 characters. Okay, great, works. And the invalid conversation ID. Okay. Conversation not found error. Missing, what's missing? 4 conversation not found. Okay, okay, okay. So let's reply. Okay. Support the message in same convo received in Slack. Then two edge cases, 400 last edge case, 404. All good. Perfect. All core functionality is working. Blah 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 blah. Blah. Create a PR. Okay, okay. All right. The PR is already there. PR is already there. Already there for web project. Can you please review it and review commit message? No, no, PR message. Then I will merge. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting the list of PRs. Then it's gonna do GH PR view 104. Let's try it. Haha, so that's the message. Okay. Yes. Using token like crazy. Okay, let's see. PR review. Code quality excellent. Clean down implementation, proper TypeScript types, consistent error handling, existing code convention, functionality works. Yep. Let's go. Let's go. PR message of units. I know that. Yeah. The current message focus only on refactor Firestore structure but misses the fact that the implementation. That is not true. Um, that's not true. It does not implement the feature. It's refactoring with different collection structure. Can you update the PR message with a more succinct message? Okay, to ban the spammer. All right, done. So okay, I like it. Let's merge. Okay, refactor existing support chat function to user hierarchy of perfect. Yep, change from file collection to subcollection. Perfect. Implement our pattern. Yep. Remove conversation ID field. Yes. Update our header to user. Okay, let's merge. And remove all the rest. Delete. So now in web, we are gonna do git checkout main, git pull, git fetch all. And I need catch up. and git branch, git delete this branch. So the other thing is the other project is just called budget, I think. Does it have a PR? No, but I don't even know what I have yet. Nothing. What is this chat one? It was a work in progress. 508 lines? Ah, all the Gemini file things. All right, all right. Let's do a PR for that. I don't know. No, let's wait. Let's wait. So, okay, what's next? All good. What's next? So now we have to start to implement the. Okay, so thanks. Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. See you next time. Bye. So with Slack support POC successfully testing the refactoring PR ready to merge it. The next logic merge the PR. Okay. Yep. One done. Flutter integration. Connect the Android app to call support function on the support chat UI in Flutter. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's go slow. Okay. Step one done. Merged. Step two, let's work on this slowly, starting just sending a message. And go on from there. One thing I don't understand, or we have to understand, is will a user have a single conversation? How maybe this was not thought. How do we know if a conversation is open or not, or exists for a user or not? Ah, there is some problems. There is some problems. I just realized we need more refactoring. Right, right. So there is some problem because now users can only read data inside the users. I think we missed the point, missed some important information here, and instead of going forward, we still need some more refactoring on this POC. Let me explain. Users from the app are restricted to view their own data from view and edit their own data only from Firestore rules, which is correct. This data is in slash users. Oh, fuck. There is another problem now because then it will mean that only authenticated users can send messages. in user ID slash and I realize we should have a single thread support chat in the app to keep it simple and expire all message. Let's check the Firestore rules. So that could be a collection in users user ID slash support, and we don't need the convo ID anymore. However, here are the Firebase rules, Firestore rules. Oh, why I copied the line numbers, man? Just my bad. Okay, let me try again. Copy and paste. Oh, that's not cool. Oh, can I use controller? Yeah, I can. Okay. Oh, that's fast. Control K and delete one time, one row at a time. Let's paste again. Well, never mind. Yeah, I will figure out that that's the line number. Here the file store rules. I think that then no authenticated users can't send messages. Maybe we should first consider anonymous auth. What do you think? So complicated, man. That one is stuck. The emulator is stuck behind there. The user has made some excellent points. They merge the PR. They want to work on Flutter integration starting simple. They have identified a key architecture issue. The current structure doesn't align with the Firestore security rules. Their Firestore rules restrict users to user ID path. The current support chat structure uses support conversation, which doesn't match the security model. They are suggesting to. I'm reading also the reason, and in this case, I would go for it. They are questioning whether to use anonymous source. This is really a good catch. Your current implementation has a fundamental mismatch with the security model. Let me think about this. Current structure, current security rules, and we don't want to, introduce holes in the app where users can spy on other people's conversation. Right? We want to stay secure and nice. Yep. Suggestion makes much more sense because it exists with the security rules, naturally enforce user isolation. Simpler. Maybe we can start to just move the structure first and say, okay, the app is only for logged in users. Anonymous author, temporary user ID that get mentioned later, public support endpoint. Well, let's see this. The cleanest approach since Firebase supports this natively would create an user ID. Let me get some water. Come back in a second. Mhm. To do before moving to Flutter integration, excellent touch, current problem, anonymous auth. Later. Yeah. Okay. Let's start with the Firestore refactory. Actually, I just think that another option is restricting support to authenticated users, which could make sense as it encourage sign up. Yeah, fuck the authenticated users can't do anything, maybe. Great point. I think it's actually cleaner business decision. Encouraging attention, simple implementation. I still want the anonymous users. Yeah, okay. Yep, much cleaner is the same. Yep, perfect, perfect, perfect. And then the app itself could clean. Maybe without a function, I could delete the old conversation from the app. And we understand things, by doing things. I wouldn't have thought about that before. Don't feel great. We need to create a branch. I think this refactory not too hard. So we are simplifying things. We don't need this is dead, man. This is dead. This is dead. It's not moving. Let's kill the emulator. Okay. So let's see the as well what's going on with the action. Stuck 30 minutes, cancel workflow, die, man, die. We don't need this build. Okay, delete the conversation ID. Great, great, feels great. A Slack thread ID for some reason was moved up. What's going on? Support, because there's no more support conversation. Support user data. Created that doesn't make sense anymore because the conversation is ongoing. Good. Last message at makes sense. You know that the status, yeah, the status could flip flop even if it's ongoing conversation. What's the difference between active and waiting? Okay, let's go on. But I want to follow up questions about that. Maybe we don't need it. Then we need to retest once more. Why not? That's a big change, and okay. Ooh, another big change. But it looks like it's getting simpler. And I think maybe the status. We can add it later if we need it, but new support data. I think delete status. Let me fix a potential issue in support that DAO. Fix find user by Slack file. Right, because might not be the just one collection. Okay, who knows? Build. What is doing now? Refactoring compare types DAO new structure. Ready to test a new structure. Send support message. Okay, hold on. Before we test, um, before we test, let's first create a branch pr commit. Maybe in the other order. Commit push pr to ready and catch any type error or similar. I started that. Checkout main is already out, main. Okay, yep. Okay. Yes. Yes. We need the SPR so we can check that everything is working. That's that. Mm, this one is not created yet, but it will create now. Lint. It's in functions folder. Yeah, correct. You got it. Actions should be working now. Is not called lint. Format fine. Mm. Yep, we got a type issue. Very good, very good. Ooh, I like this care. Adding the last line. So good. I got goosebumps. This is like really lots of care. Do we have a lint? Is it in functions folder? Yeah, we don't have lint. Or do we? There, some formatting errors. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? Are you in a loop or what? Yeah, we have a lint. Look at this. Working as lint, yeah. Build. I need to stand up. No, stand up, but sit properly. That's what I mean. Mhm. 95 messages. Oh, I fixed linting and formatting. Okay, let's hope. Now let's talk about status. Yeah, push. Now let's talk about status, baby. What are the three, the meaning, what is the meaning of the three states? And then I'm gonna say, how does the status is on, this doesn't make sense anymore. Let me go back. The status is the whole conversation. How does, but we don't have the concept of conversation anymore. So how do I call it? A chat. Chat transition from a state to another. My idea is to get rid of it. Simplify, 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 fight complexity. We don't need. waiting, user sent a message, boring support team, active. Yeah, it's not thought through. What if we get rid of status altogether? Let's see, because I was thinking delete the conversation, but maybe we need the conversation. It's like, ah, let me go back. That's, I can mark a thread as completed in Slack, which will add a check mark if the user then sends a new message. I should get it at notification for it, and I can uncheck the combo. Simplify approach, remove status. Benefits. Use the Slack built-in checkmarks for completion, less state management complexity, natural workflow, markdown in Slack, automatic reopening when the user sends new message, visual indication in the Slack channel, user send message, creates update thread, support response, normal Slack reply, issue resolve, mark in Slack, user sends follow back, tries reopen, supports, gets notified. Code changes needed, remove status field, great. Remove status updates, add notification logic when user message isn't already marked. Not sure about that. I'm not sure what number three means. Ask for explanation about that. Slack integration doesn't trigger webhooks. We need to detect reopen conversation by checking if the user message comes after support as message. User reply to resolve thread. Mm. I think about the additional notifications, let's think about if it ever becomes a problem. Otherwise, it's Slack is probably showing me threads with new messages in some way anyway. I don't know how. And let's get rid of status. Okay, my dog wants to go in the garden. Let's go. Let's go. Now is a good time. Yes, my friend. Let's go. status entirely. Slack will naturally show your thread with my message anyway. Yeah. Remove status field, remove status updates, remove status update, update the status sending. That simplifies structure. Let me start. Yes, Marshmallow, let's close the gap. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Delete status field. Fantastic. Last message yet. We'll see who updates that. Slack thread ID, that's we need. Yeah. The drawback is that I can never delete a thread. I'm gonna ask about that. Yeah, we can always add later support like that. I think it's complicated. Yep. So I just thought about new program. Push, okay. Before he was showing me the tokens, but now no. This didn't increment yet. 10,500. Yep. I just thought about another issue. What if I delete a thread in Slack and then the user posts to the same thread to the third thread ID, which is now deleted? What will what would it happen? Mhm. Mhm. Haha! We got some possible. Yeah, we have to deal with it. Yep. Mm, should we test first this case to see what happens? Absolutely, a test this scenario to see exactly what happens. Can you test? Send a support message, create a new thread as a thread in Slack, delete the thread, send another support message from the same user, observe the behavior. Mhm. Right, because now we don't have anymore the conversation ID. We have a user ID. Let's get rid of all the threads then, because now they can't be used anymore. Anyway, they changed. Hold on a second. I'm going here, BP support, delete message. After how long this message was deleted? View thread. Can I delete the thread? If I delete all the messages, will the thread be deleted? Yeah, it's gone. Now, let's send this message. Marshmallow. Restart the function emulator. Okay. Come on. Send this. Oof. I didn't copy the whole thing. So back here. Okay. Try again. Send this. Authentication required. Let's go for option 2. When we're ready, restart it. Run the shell. Paste. Great. Message. Didn't get in Slack though. Ah, from inside. Ooh, I got it, I got it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, looks good, looks good. So next, the next step, delete the thread message. Not sure what happened, but try again. Okay. Now let's send another message like that. No, it doesn't fail. So we don't need any of that code. They said, oh, we need that code, we need that code. You implement this, implement that. Why don't we test it? Oh, good idea. Ah, we don't need any of that code. The message didn't fail succeeded as you received in Slack. This tells an important part of Slack behavior. Original thread was deleted. Function tried to post it with the deleted thread. Slack didn't fail. It just ignore the invalid thread here and post a message instead of failing. Well, we should check if we send more messages from both sides, if they get in the right thread. Great point. Let's test complete flow to see if the thread discontinuity continues after. Reply to the new message in Slack. Okay. From support side. Ready to help. Done. Send another user message. So let's check Firestore. So we should have this Wacky user. That one. And it should have two messages. That works, that works. Ooh, marshmallow. Hold on. So what we got? The two messages there. Test message, create thread, I will delete. Ah, ooh, we don't have ready to help. Let me reload the page. Where did he go? Users, support. Okay, I sent the reply from Slack, but it didn't get added to the Firebase collection. Let's try also this. I don't know about that without any all user. No, it's an event. So that is match. So let's go to functions. Where is the Slack webhooks? There. View logs. That goes to Google Cloud. The latest one is this. Let's try. Hi. This is a new 1715 message. That's unexpected. It was working before, now it's failing. Hold on, hold on. Yeah. Wrong sign-in secret. The monitor Slack webhook URL pointing to wrong endpoint. I don't think so. Request body parsing issue. Hmm, that's weird. It was working before. Maybe it never worked. All of them has invalid. Oh no, this one worked. Oh, no conversation found for thread. Ah, ooh, Aye. New message. So now it's 2 minutes later. Let's see. This is still the old log. Ah, this is old log. Ah, that's a mess. And anyway, we never changed the code because I didn't deploy. Okay. You know what? Let's not say that. Let's just test again and see what happens. I think it's time to go for me. Or maybe I have 10 minutes. Uh, mm, you missed the point, mate. All the tests are with real environment. Okay, I can't hit localhost, I will hit the real environment. Yep. So let's do the deployment in here. npm run deploy. Wait a second, let's see if the build works. Not this build. No, it failed. Formatting, not a problem. All right, let's fix the formatting then first. Okay, wait for that. And supposing it works, I prepare npm run deploy, but I wait before pushing enter. Hopefully it will work. We can launch the deploy, but now I have to go. Yeah, it's working. It's working. Great. Go to the deploy. Yeah, because if the thread is gone, Slack, I have it's no idea where to post it. No idea where to post it. Unless there is a way to create a thread with the user ID, but I don't think it's possible. It's not, that's not. All right, need to go. So we'll go on later. So what happened? Are we still in the in the weeds? Well, we are testing an edge case, which is the thread is gone. It's weird how it works though, because probably the thread ID changed. I don't know. It's probably creating a new thread automatically. I think what happens is that Slack doesn't find the thread and creates a new thread automatically instead of failing. And maybe that the thread ID is returned from the request, in the request, from the response, in the response. Let's check deployment. Okay. Well, let's see the answer to this. Come on, come on. Excellent observation. That makes perfect sense. What actually happened? Original thread created, thread deleted, user send new message, tries to post Slack behavior instead of filling creates a new thread ID. But this is just a hypothesis. Neutral ID restored, but as still the old ID, support realize new thread, no match found. We need to update the store. Yep. This would ensure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, all right. We'll try this later. Now I need to go. Bye bye.